She sat right on my husband's lap in his cab of the excavator, calmly watching him work. The roar of the engine, the vibration, none of it bothered her at all. Any other cat would have bolted long ago, but not Fifi. From that day on, it became clear. Wherever he goes, she will always follow. Fifi is a cat who chose her person. And she didn't choose me. She chose my husband. He used to doubt whether he even wanted pets. He always said he was a city guy who never had animals. When we first got married, he only agreed to have one cat, and even then, he thought he'd just be a bystander while all the responsibility fell on me. And then I saw a post on Facebook. There was a mother cat and her kittens dumped by the side of the road. Among them was Fifi. Small, skinny, with those big wide eyes.
How's your nap? Oh, are you comfy in your backpack?
I knew right away we had to take her. My husband resisted at first. He worried I would start bringing home every animal I could. But in the end, he was the one who went to pick her up.
Excuse me. Hi. Hello. Hi!
I expected her to bond with me, since I was the one insisting on adopting her. But from the very first moments, it was clear she had chosen him. He would go into the room where she stayed at first, sit quietly on the floor, and just wait. Slowly, she began coming up to him, rubbing against him, talking in her soft little voice. And one day he told me, "She is not your cat. She chose me."
Do you have a new hat on?
Since then, they've been inseparable. If he goes outside, Fifi sits by the door and waits. When we go to the garden, she follows, helping with the planting or lying nearby. Sometimes it's funny to watch. He is digging and she's right under his feet, like the supervisor in charge. Even on noisy days with heavy equipment, when other cats hide, Fifi climbs onto his lap and watches as if she understands everything.
Oh. Fifi, don't speak that way to your mother.
Sometimes she even helps him at the computer, sitting right on the keyboard or stretching out across his papers. And instead of getting annoyed, he just smiles and says, "All right, Fifi, your work is more important."
Tim, Fifi's out. Tim.
I joke that I have my own cat who chose me, and now my husband has Fifi. Sometimes she looks at me as if to say, "You're fine, but my person is him." And you know what? That doesn't bother me at all. I see how she's changed him. The man who once doubted he was ready for animals now lives every day for this cat.
And then there's Fifi, the baby, who's always too concerned about what everybody else is doing.
Fifi is not just a pet. She's his true companion. He talks to her, shares his thoughts, and she answers in her own way, with a soft meow or gentle purring. When he comes home tired, she's always the first to greet him at the door, and it's to him that she gives her most precious gift, her trust, her calm, and her love.
You look so happy, Fifi. Yes, get nice and cozy.
And honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. Even if I'll always be her second favorite, my husband has gained something he was missing his whole life, the unconditional friendship of an animal. And for that, I am more grateful to Fifi than I could ever put into words. If you like this story about Fifi, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more touching and heartwarming stories.